What's up guys, Anatolis here. Today I wanna share with you my tips how you can create awesome, valuable and high quality content, because everyone knows that we need to have such content to get traffic, sales, and I share some tips that I found online about content creation. They are awesome. Watch this video until then and you will know exactly where you need to go. Stay tuned, the best part is coming. Before watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video and click the notification tag to know about new videos on this channel. Let me share my screen where I wanna show you one article that I found today from Ahrefs blog. The author of this article, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to try to promote this name. I think that it will be incorrect. Okay, I respect this guy because I read a few stuff from him on Ahrefs blog, and yep, I hope you will enjoy this article. I submit the link on the description below. And this article, what is content writing, 11 tips for more organic traffic. Okay, the first tip, write about topics people are searching for. Yep, it's a great thing. If you are not CNN, New York Times or something like this, that means you should write about topics that people search on Google, and you can get more organic reach on Google. You can use Ahrefs or any other tools. If you open my website, SEO tools, and you can find some keyword research tools. Many of them are great. Ubersuggest from Neil Patel, good tool. SEMrush, Moz, Serpstat, Google Keyword Planner, and many others. You can choose tools that are suitable with your project, budget, and yep, choose topics that have some volume, traffic, and pay attention with keyword difficulty. It's essential because, for example, on this blog you can see on this example how to lose weight, keyword difficulty 71. It's a lot, you know. That means you need to have a lot of links to promote such pages. It's better to choose topics where you can really get results and avoid such topics because of the level of competition. For example, I usually check out keywords that have a level of competition less than 10. By using Ahrefs, you can use the same metrics. Yep, and when you have some topics with less than 10 and some volume, yep, you can go ahead. And the second tip, create the right kind of content for your target keyword. What does it mean? That you should learn user intent, because I often see when webmasters create content and they don't consider user intent. For example, if you type your keyword on Google, for example, marketing guide, you can see that people with this keyword want to get some ultimate guides, 101 guide and stuff like this. If you type keyword, I don't know, best blogs, you can find that people wanna get the list of blogs. Yep, it's like this. It's essential to learn user intent before creating content and consider in your strategy. And never copy others. For example, if you find what people wanna get, don't rewrite content from the top 10. It doesn't work today. Because bloggers will not link to you, readers that might find your blog, they might see this content as well, and yeah, it doesn't work. It's better to create something new and unique. Okay, tip number 3, create a data-driven outline. That means, yep, all great authors, they usually write some stuff, and after this they edit it to their living format, style, or for example you can use Ahrefs tips. For example, when you write some articles, give it to editor or create some content plan. Yep, it's up to you. I usually create content plan where I create my article, and if I have opportunity to give my article to editors, I usually do it. Or you can use tools like Grammarly or Hemingway. Yeah, two great tools with that point. And we go ahead and the next tip: make your content link worthy. Yep, why not? It's a big struggle to get links, and you need to earn them, but you need to have a reason why people link to you. And if you add some infographic, data, or something like this, it's a big chance that bloggers will link to you if they see your article, or you provide some outreach, because many provide outreach and they can't get links because content is not link worthy. That's it. Okay, number 5, craft a captivating headline. Oh, you know, I have my tool, headline quality calculator. Everything what you need to do, just insert your URL or type your headline, and you can check out. Oh, you know, we can check out the quality of this headline. You can see that I have 50. Yeah, it's good metrics. I can type another one from this Ahrefs blog. I'm interested what the quality Ahrefs has with this article. Just type it and get it now, and you can see only 25. That means Ahrefs can improve it, or it depends on situation. Just use this tool and to get the list of recommendations what can help to improve your headline, because 80% of people don't open boring headlines. You need to provide value to give them the strong reason to open your headline. Okay, go ahead. I will submit the link in the description below. And the next step: kickstart your intro with AIDA formula. Yep, attention, interest, desire, action. Yep, and Ahrefs shares that this formula works for intro as well, because many bloggers use this formula to create a blog post structure. And you know, I just want to tell you, it's essential to give a strong reason to read your article, because yeah, a lot of people skip reading because intro is not interesting, and yep, it's difficult to pay their attention. You have only 10 or 15 seconds to give this reason to read your article. You can use this formula: attention, interest, desire, action, or something like this. For example, Brian Dean usually uses only 4 sentences, 5 sentences, and where he highlights all his points why you need to read this article. Yeah, it's up to you. Go ahead, make your post easy to read. Yep, it's essential. For example, you can see that Ahrefs submitted this text. It's difficult to read, and if you open my website, for example, go to my blog, you can see that I use a lot of pictures as well, and I have a lot of space between my paragraphs, pictures. I highlight some background from a new part. Yep, and it's more simple to read. You can find your style, but don't use such mess that you can see on the screen. Okay, write how you talk. Whoa, it's essential, you know. For example, Gary Vee usually records his audio, and after this his team submits to his blog or social media. It's essential to read after writing. For example, if you write some text, just read it. If it's difficult to read, you can rewrite it or edit a little bit, and or for example, even you can use some speech to create your text. A lot of applications for iPhone, of Android, where you can record your voice and to convert to the text format, or just write and read after this. Okay, the next step, add transitional phrases. Hrefs submitted a few phrases, moving on anyway, however, also plus. I always use them, even sometimes I unite my chapters with phrases like the best part is coming. You can get a lot of value in the next, or use such phrases moving on anyway, however, also plus. They are awesome because when you read such text, it feels more natural. Okay, get feedback on your writing. If you have some team members where you can share your text, or your friends, or even sometimes it's better to give your text to some friends that don't know your topic, because they need to understand what they read. You don't write for professionals, experts. You write for people, even experts, if they read your text and it's simple to understand, it's much better to consume. Just give to your team members or friends and ask their feedback, and if they don't understand, you can rewrite. I know even some big companies, they give their text for 12 years kids, and give them ice cream to read their text. If these kids don't understand, they rewrite it. Like this. Okay, and keep a commonplace book. What does it mean? It means that you should write all your thoughts if you have them. For example, I am sorry if you have them, of course you have them. For example, if I have some valuable thoughts, I submit to my notes on my smartphone. Simple. And because if you get some valuable thoughts, you can forget it. Just use your smartphone or any other notes and to remember them. Okay, that's it. We can go ahead to the next article. 9 tips to become the best content creator in your industry. Wow, I love the headline. We can check out this headline as well on my tool. I'm interested about the score with this headline. Okay, give you a few seconds. It works perfectly fine. 48, much better than Hrefs. Okay, and the first tip: be current. Nobody wants to get obsolete information, and I think it's tip even more essential for your old previous blog posts that you wrote a few years ago. Just check them out and fix and provide some valuable information. Or if you share the breaking news, be current. Some breaking news are not interested tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. They need to people want to get today. That's why I usually share my breaking news on my LinkedIn account. If you open my LinkedIn page, you can find that I post a lot about some thoughts that I have or breaking news and stuff like this. And get some level of engagement. Okay, the next step: stay current. I think it's essential. Be current, stay current. Of course, you should share the latest information, the breaking news, and because people are not interested to get old stuff. Just stay current as well. Number 3, understand your audience. I think it's essential. If you have audience, learn it. For example, I usually learn on LinkedIn what people want to get. I check out some engagement level, like likes, comments, number of views. If I see that some posts work perfectly fine, I provide more such content. For blog posts, you can use as well, for example, check out your Google Analytics and see which blog posts keep longer visitors on your website or something like this, or just speak with your audience on some forums, groups, learn, use many different methods. I know some great entrepreneurs, they even spend time with some their customers. Sometimes it's not a good idea to rely on online studies. Just go ahead to speak with your audience. You can spend some time by zooming them or something like this, or even just come to them and spend time with them. Why not? Okay, number 4, improve your skills. I always do it. I usually read some fresh blog posts. I use Feedly with that point. Give me a few seconds, I will share with you. I submit all my 11 blog posts to one dashboard. I can read them, and when I get some fresh information, I share with my audience on my blog, on my social media, and just check out dashboard to find some new stuff. I usually improve my skills by reading blog posts, and I listen to audio podcasts. Sometimes I watch YouTube videos. It depends on my mood, but it's essential to improve your skills. Number 5, write often. I think it's essential. All great authors write over 1,000 words a day. They don't wait for inspiration to write some text. It's their job, they provide their job. If you want to be successful author, blogger, you should to write a lot, and just submit this information. For example, if you don't want to submit this information to your blog, just submit to social media. It's essential. Find a voice. Use your style. I don't copy other styles. I respect them. I always learn from successful bloggers, but I have my style, and it works perfectly fine for me. Number 7, give examples. People want to get real examples. You can share your story, why not? It provides a lot of value. I usually do it on my blog, and all bloggers, they provide a lot of examples, especially about themselves, how they achieve something. Number 8, don't talk about yourself. All people are selfish, it's our nature. Nothing is wrong with that. Just care about your audience. If you care about them, people have this feeling guilty to give something back. They share your content, they buy your products, and just think about your audience, how you can satisfy their intent, how you can decide their problems. And number 9, do your keyword research. We discussed this with Ahrefs blog. Guys, I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching this video. Like this video, click the notification tag, subscribe to my channel, and comment below, because I help you and lead you to the right direction. See you next time. Cheers.